I was just thinking old TNA.
Oh, bye, Leah.
Because I was watching one of their old pay-per-views the other day, and I remember
Oh,
Ron
I'll be right
Ron
back.
the Truth Killings, Conan, and BG James, aka the Road Dog. They were the Three Live Crew.
Yeah.
Therefore, so are we. You know, Wendy's Conan.
Wendy's
Uh,
Conan.
Bruce can be the Road Dog, and I'll
Oh,
be Truth.
really?
Why not?
Road Dog?
I mean,
Really?
Truth and I both met Pac, so there's that common link.
I know I missed something. What happened?
I was just explaining the Three Live Crew thing to Brucey here.
Oh, yeah,
And I was saying, like, you could be Conan, and Brucey could be the Road Dog, and I could be Truth.
yeah. That's what's up.
I better not. I like how I tweeted, and Twitter's like, you don't have any tweets scheduled. I was like, I think I'm aware of that. At least I shouldn't have anything, because, you know, I tweeted. Okay, we're just letting you know again. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, I think. Wait, that's not it. There it
My
is.
my coworkers and I snuck away to get some ice cream today during lunch, and one of them
Uh-oh.
had never heard WAP. So
Ruh-roh.
You mean the female empowering song?
yes, that one.
The
Exactly that one.
female empower, that one. Yes.
So we all climb into my banana boat, right?
The
And
banana boat. I love it.
I tell my one coworker, Liz, I'm like, hey, he's never heard WAP before. And she was like, are you serious? Put it on. So we put it on, we put it loud AF. And as we're driving out of the seminary, she and I just like screaming out all the lyrics, and he is like dying in the back seat. So yeah, that happened.
He's like,
It's
help me.
like pretty much.
Wow.
Yep.
You can't chill with the whole ass vibe and be all worried about what people are gonna think at the same time. Like
Like you
you
have to
just can't.
understand. No,
You just
no, you have
can't.
to understand.
Wait,
There's
is
it,
your
it hmm?
is your new car a Honda Vibe?
It's a Honda
No, it's a
Fit,
Honda Fit.
Oh.
but it is a bright ass yellow.
I mean, how much cooler would it have been if you would have gotten the Vibe?
That's
It
a
would have been pretty
Pontiac, and it's quite
awesome.
ugly. Because my sister-in-law had one, and oh my god, it was ugly. Even she said it was ugly. So like, I'm not offending
Fair.
her by
To
saying
be fair,
to
To
be
be fair,
fair. I can't believe we're still fucking saying that. Why are we still fucking saying
because that
that?
show
because
is
they just put out a new
amazing.
season.
Okay,
That show is
true.
amazing.
It is.
True, but still, I mean, even Shiki Baby is like busting on us now and telling us to go fuck ourselves because we're saying it.
Shiki Baby's always told everybody to go fuck themselves.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just
but
because it's
I don't.
Monday, you
I
can
want
go
to get
fuck
on.
yourself.
I want to get on the wrong side of Shiki Baby. That's my problem. I don't want that. I'm not trying to have that happen. It just
I
no,
love me some
no.
Shiki Baby though.
I do love me some.
Have you guys watched the new Rock? Have you watched the Rock
I
show
I
yet?
started
have
to
not.
watch it. I
I'm
started
It's
going
watching
to.
this
friggin'
on
good, isn't
Hulu.
it?
Died. It's hysterical.
Now, is it on Hulu to begin with, or they put it on Peacock?
It's on
It's on
Hulu,
both.
anyways. Yeah,
It's on
It's
both.
on
Okay.
it's on Peacock. That's where I watch it.
I watched it
Okay.
on
No,
Hulu.
I'm just asking because I don't have Hulu anymore, but Peacock is apparently free with my cable company with my cable subscription. So
Oh dang, that's what's up.
yeah, so your boy's gonna be watching Peacock for absolutely nothing.
Oh yeah.
For free fitty. It's gonna be great. Especially
Yeah.
I think it's today that the entire WWE network in
Yes.
the US just goes bye-bye.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I got my email about that, and I still haven't done
Yeah,
it.
I
Today's
did
the
too.
18th, right? Today's the 19th.
Today's the
19th, so it
19th,
was
so it was
It happened
yesterday actually.
yesterday.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, it happened yesterday. Bye-bye WWE network, you better go to Peacock. So I'm ready.
Hell yeah, so am I.
I got to make sure I'm ready for Fastlane, you know.
Yeah, I'll do that this weekend. Thanks for reminding me.
No problem.
Are we
So
ready?
what you
We
I'm
are
ready.
just about ready. I was sharing some stuff around, doing whatever, trying to get shit together here. Make sure I got our intro up. Close some of the stuff I don't need so my computer doesn't freeze again. Yeah, you guys were both on that episode where like I said goodbye, I hit the theme, and then my computer froze and I couldn't get off.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to make sure I got everything that I don't need shut down. Don't need that.
Well, I am hungry.
I am
don't have
too,
any
but
snacks
thankfully I have one of your favorites by my side.
Oh, boo. Where are my snacks? Fuck.
Oh, yeah, I don't have any either.
See, could you imagine if like Wendy comes to my house one day, you see us just sitting here eating peppermint patties during
Just
the
eating pepper,
episode?
just like, what's up,
Just
y'all?
dope ass
I-
background. What's up?
I will be right back.
Okay, we'll hold off. It's all right.
Some candies.
We'll keep holding off.
I still have my headphone on, kind of.
Sorta. Hey, Felipe.
Yeah.
You still have the network like it matters. Well, internationally, you'll keep the network, but we in the United States can no longer have it. So we have to have Peacock, which I do. And Brucey does. and Wendy will. We'll all have
I'll do it
peacocks.
tomorrow.
You gotta let us fly, Captain.
You gotta let the peacock fly.
Peacocks
BT
are a
Dubs.
flightless bird.
BT Dubs. These guys are delicious.
Mmm.
I'm all about these.
My brother-in-law loves those. He's into birthday
They're
cake
so good.
everything.
I love birthday cake everything.
I'm like, you know what makes great? You know what's great birthday cake flavor? Actual birthday cake. Like nothing beats that. I just had a birthday cake. Trust me, it's better.
There's just something magical about funfetti.
No, that's a fact. Funfetti frosting is a gift from God.
Mm-hmm.
I love funfetti frosting.
All right. Okay.
Okay,
I'm
so
back.
we ready?
I got beverages. I've got a snack. I'm good to go.
Sleep.
Sweet. Okay, soundboard
I want
up.
water, but I'm not gonna worry.
Fudge round.
All right, let me hit this record button and get this intro going, guys. Give me a sec. Why are you in the middle? Can y'all see that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, it's not fucking up. Yay. Let's go.
Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on, living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois. Yes, I've been a boss. Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on, living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois. Yes, I've been a boss.
Welcome to another episode of TRWT. We are the Voices of the Squared Circle, and this is a wrestling show by wrestling fans for wrestling fans.
Like you.
Like
You.
me and you and,
And you.
her.
And you in the back. Way, way back there. Think I can't see. You.
Hey.
And you creeping at my door.
Me.
Whoa, hey.
Everybody in the back of the house. All neighbors. Even the
The one
freaking
upstairs,
guinea fowl that
downstairs.
just walk around the neighborhood making noise all damn day. The stray cats. All y'all.
And joining me, not last week. She got hung up. She had
God, we
she had to
missed her.
take care of. Yes, we did. We totally missed her.
I know
I
her
had
name says
familial
Mr.
responsibility.
But we missed her.
So and that is the first lady of Top Rope Wrestling Talk. The whole ass vibe. Miss Latina Heat, Grandma Wendy. I added the vibe and it messed me up.
Nice catch,
I
bro.
totally threw you off, bro.
Sweet
It
catch,
did.
bro. All right, here we go.
Viva la
Hey.
raza! If you're not cheating, you're not trying. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Mamacita, we got
Okay, it felt good to play it this time. Last week I was like, oh, I don't even want to dance.
And also joining me, as always, because if he wasn't here, the show
There ain't no show.
The show wouldn't get put on YouTube or on our podcast. He is the producer. He is the soundboard extraordinaire, the jack of all trades, the master of none. Dom.
The whole fucking show. God, I love that. And I won't say GOAT, because GOAT is so overused, but I'm going to call myself the Scorsese of Top Rope, because I'm stacking chips on record. And I'm crushing every single enemy in them forms, bitch.
And me,
Him.
I am the pinnacle of Top Rope Wrestling Talk. You see what I did there? I am... You like that? I'm the creator of what has come to be this show and everything else. I am the MJF Mark, the MJF scarf wearing high class one, Bruce. Thank you, Dom. Thank you. Yes, I am.
And he knows it.
Yes, I do.
See? I do like what you did there with the pinnacle and all that.
Yeah.
That was good. That was dope.
I had to.
That was dope. That whole thing is dope. I can't even argue that.
Best faction in wrestling right now.
It's great to be back. It's great to have Wendy. It's great to be the 3 Live crew. Everything is great. We even got Leia doing some guest appearances over here.
Ooh,
hello.
She's my good girl.
As long as she's good.
Right?
So she sees other dogs and she's like, fuck that guy right there. I'm like, God damn it, Leia.
And all of a
No,
sudden
Leia,
you're
those
just like,
chocolates are not for you.
then all of a sudden you're just like, I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh my God, every time.
Oh, do you think there was a? I'll wait till we get to it.
We'll get to it.
I could have segued right into something that we really wanted to talk about.
Oh man, while I'm at it, hello Felipe, hello Chris, hello Brian, Lexi, hey, what's going on, people? It's so good to see people.
Beautiful TRWT family.
Getting involved in our socially distant live chat, coming in to see your boys, maybe get your questions answered, that kind of stuff. We're very happy for that. But I think with it being, Women's History Month and everything, we gotta start with ladies. And
that was
yes.
Are there honestly any women this week who just stole the show more than Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker?
Hold on. Hold that thought.
Holding?
No one.
Not a goddamn one. They put on a lights out match that even would have had Joey Styles screaming on multiple occasions. It was beautiful. It was ridiculous. And I loved every single second of it. I do have to take one moment to say to the people out there, and you know who you are, who have sat here week in and week out and said, Dynamite needs to have more women. There need to be more women on Dynamite. There need to be more women on Dynamite. You got 2 matches last night on Dynamite. You got Jade in a squash match, but she still looked great. Like, it was fitting. I love her so far. And then you got this amazing lights out match in the main event where things happen that maybe never happen in a women's wrestling match. And that's great, except this week
Never happened in a women's wrestling match.
Oh wow, that's me.
Sorry.
Except when the ratings came out, viewership went down this week from last week.
Yeah.
So you all wanted this. You got it. And then you didn't show up.
Here's my thing. So WWE has 3 shows on television.
3.
They've
There's
got
one on
Raw,
right now.
SmackDown, and they've got NXT.
True.
AEW now has 3 shows.
Not on TV, but 3 in a week.
They've got 3. There is 3 shows.
They got Elevation Monday, they got Dark Tuesday, and they got Dynamite Wednesday.
They actually had more women's matches on their shows than all three WWE shows combined. And these people talk about they want more women from AEW. No, they don't. They're giving you the women. You're just not watching the programming. You're not watching the shows. Why? Because you don't want to go to YouTube? Get the fuck out of here.
Even if you don't want to go to YouTube, you said more women on Dynamite. They gave you more women on Dynamite, and you didn't watch. If you're one of these people, I don't ever want to hear from you again. Because you just missed what I'm basically saying. Like, fuck 9 months from now, this is match of the year. This Lights Out match with Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa is my match of the year. I know we're going to get the Superplex next year, and you're going to ask me, and I'm going to say this match. Check tape. Note the date. Note the time. Because come December, I'm going to be sitting here saying it unless something insane happens. It would take so much for me to change my mind at this point.
Agreed.
Like, you might have to have an exploding death match where the ring does blow up with a couple women in it. And that might be like, oh, okay. But until then,
explosion.
this it. And you missed it. Shame.
Shame.
I mean, honestly, how amazing was that match? It was beyond violent. Like, there were things in that I don't know if I've ever seen women do, or just wrestlers do. Like, poor Britt, she had not 1 but 2 trips into the thumbtacks. How many wrestlers do you see take a double dose of thumbtacks in a single match?
It was, for me, it was great seeing on TV what women do in the indies, because how many women, not just in CZW, but in independent promotions, like I'm going to give a shout out to Alley Cat. Alley Cat goes out there and does some hardcore matches.
Hardcore shit.
I'll give a shout out to the Kaiju. She goes out there, she does some badass matches in a white tee soaked in red,
in blood.
like these bad bitches, they do it, and it's like they don't get the recognition. So to see it on TV and to let it be known, like, okay, they're ladies, but we ladies, what was it, Kimmy Schmidt, females are strong as hell.
Yeah. And those two proved it in spades. Like even poor Reba. Oh my god.
Going through that table, poor girl.
That thud was just. I'm gonna quote JR on this one. That was sickening. It was just
That shit hurt me.
Like
did.
I've got this match fresh in my mind because I just watched it before the show because I fell asleep during Dynamite. The one thing that made this match so beautiful, besides the thumbtacks and the blood and stuff, like how simple the match actually was. Less was more in that match.
Yes.
Yep.
And they nailed it perfectly.
It was.
They had the few big spots that they needed.
Yeah. But even the big spots weren't like huge flippy floppy type things. Everything was
that's
very
what I'm
smash
saying.
mouth, very stiff looking. They both sold the hell out of everything they were doing. It was mwah.
And even the storytelling leading up to this match was brilliant, because it wasn't some Mean Girls bullshit. It was 2 of the toughest bitches who really do believe themselves to be queens of the mountain going up against each other to
And really don't like one another either.
Yeah.
For good reason.
And backing up their words, not just being like, I'm gonna kick your ass.
But
and
wait a
putting on
minute.
some fancy bullshit.
But wait a minute, Wendy. I thought AEW didn't tell stories.
Oh no, I'm sorry. What was I thinking? Silly girl.
And to that, I just say, fuck out of here.
Wow.
It's like AEW doesn't tell stories. Last year, you had Spears and MJF betting on wrestling, and this year they're in the Pinnacle together. You don't think one led to the other?
Mm-hmm.
They tell stories. They take their time. They wait for it, and they give you action in between, instead of just talking your head off and leading to nowhere like other promotions.
It's that long-term storytelling.
Give me the option, and I will take the first one every fucking time.
So since we're on this the Rosa Britt match, our very own Hobo Clown posted a very damn good question
I
that
was
I
just about to
said
get to that.
I was going to answer. I already got it pulled
No, we'll
up.
let you go. I was going to let you go. Go ahead. It's all you. Answer the Hobo Clown's question, please, high class.
So his question is, what does AEW do with Britt Baker now? Do they ride the wave and turn her babyface, or have her double down on being a badass heel? There's only one damn answer, Jose. And
There really
like,
is.
If someone on this show or someone I know picks the other one,
I don't
stupid.
think
Complete
anybody's
morons.
going to.
They're not stupid. They're not morons. They're entitled to
No,
their
they're morons.
opinion, but they're fucking
But-
wrong.
Yes,
Push her as a major badass heel now.
exactly.
Listen,
Real
she-
raunchy and dirty.
What do you think
she
they're
went-
doing?
She
That's the
went
thing.
into that. She went into that lights out match with a 2-0 over 2-0 over Thunder Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I thought it was going to be 3. I really thought she was going to win, and Thunder was going to go back to NWA, and that was going to be that. But no.
I don't think Thunder Rosa's going anywhere.
I think she'll work both, but yeah, the answer is definitely you push Britt as a heel, because if you go back to last week's show when we were Brucey and I were talking about Britt Baker, I had said then, like, AEW still have good women, they have great talent, but they haven't established that top of the food chain, kind of like the 4 horsewomen in WWE.
Yeah.
Okay, now Sheeta is kind of in that top tier just because she's been champion for so long. She's taken out everyone, so you have to put her there. I think they are building Britt up to that level as well as a heel, because clearly Sheeta is a face. She's going to be a face no matter who she fights.
Yep.
But so she needs a heel, and that heel is Britt Baker.
Yes.
Every
speaking-
hero needs their villain.
And that villain is going to be a dentist in this case.
Speaking of heels, Kenneth from Dirty Heels is in the house. What's up, man?
Oh, Kenneth, what's going on, man?
Hey.
Is that Kofi Weedston? I almost wish I
Sheeta's not boring.
almost want Brucey to take a bowl hit just for Kofi Weedston.
Wow.
Oh, she does not boring. She's just
Come on, man.
she's just a little soft spoken. That's my problem with her. She's a little too timid. I wouldn't say boring. I'd say timid. Cause she gets in a ring and she will whoop anybody's ass, but then she gets out of a ring and she just kind of smiles and talks real quiet and all this. It's like, come on, show some, tell Britt Baker she gonna need a dentist when you're done with her. That type of shit.
She's never. Here's the thing, though. It's like, sorry, Wendy, I didn't mean to
No,
cut
go
you
for
off.
it. No, you're good. You're good. It gives me a chance to think.
She hasn't had many long drawn feuds. All her title defenses have come in like someone won a match the one week and then wrestled her, or this person's the number one contender and wrestled her. She's yet to work a real program to get down and actually maybe turn towards that and take that grit.
You're right. And part of that is AEW's fault. I'm not going to deny that. Because they could have, having her as champion for so long, you could have set up some sort of program with her, with somebody by now. They've kind of gone back and forth with Nyla, then she's had challengers here, there, and everywhere. But she hasn't really ever had like a full-fledged feud with anyone. And who better than Britt Baker at this point?
I kind of appreciate though she does not boring, but I do appreciate her quiet demeanor. It's that dangerously quiet rage. You know what I mean? Like it's not like explosive or anything. But I also appreciate that. Not to compare, but her foil would be Asuka. Asuka's that explosive, high energy, kind of thing. And she goes in there, she does and all that stuff. Whereas
the loud dancing. Nobody's ready for Asuka.
Exactly.
The quiet
and she's
killer.
just the opposite. Like she's the quiet, controlled. And I appreciate the foil between the two Japanese wrestlers. Even though they're different companies, I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
And yes, I threw in foil just for you, Lexi.
You might be right about that though, Grandma. Because I think if she'd have came out and was a little bit more, animated and things, people might be calling her
They would
like
compare her.
Wish.com Oscar or some shit.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, they would do the
okay,
comparisons, but there's no need for that.
I think you're
Is
onto
there?
something
No,
there.
there is. No,
But
there is. Sorry.
But yeah,
You good?
her and Thunder Rosa tore the house down. I don't know how. The other question I had is like, how the hell is Thunder Rosa gonna be ready for Camille in like 2 days after that match?
Bro. Shit.
But here's just now, right? I agree. But think
it's
about
Camille.
this.
That
Stop
bitch is-
and let me
Please.
just think. Thunder Rosa just went through fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
So this now gives us an opportunity to get Camille on AEW television. If she goes
This is
over
true.
Thunder Rosa,
Like, say she
Serena
wins.
Serena Deeb is an AEW superstar
Right.
holding the NWA
Like, say
title.
Camille wins at Back for the Attack on
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, then does she go on and challenge Serena Deeb
Yes.
on Dynamite? Cause fuck, that would be amazing.
Have you seen Camille as of late? Like those muscles, that definition. Oh my
She's-
god. I want her to sell me a house and power slam me in every room.
I know. I got
to
the hernia.
celebrate.
I know I got
Sell
the
me this
hernia
house
and I'm
and put
coming
me
up
through
on
this
surgery,
table.
but like when that whole surgery is over, I gotta hit the gym because Camille is more swole than me. Like that ain't right.
Bruh.
I gotta start.
Camille's impressive. Oh my god.
She's very impressive though, no lie. She's very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And we will definitely talk a little bit more about the NWA card too. Oh God, if Kofi, if Thunder wins the AEW title, the AEW women's title, I can't even talk. I will flip right the fuck out.
That'd be pretty awesome.
My brain will like fucking explode.
Just, I'm done.
That would be awesome.
That would be amazing. I don't care. Thunder 2 belts. Put the NWA belt back on her too. Just have her walking around like she deserves
think
2
it-
titles.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
that.
I still think
That woman's
Maybe-
amazing.
I still think they need to combine both those divisions, the NWA and AEW, and give them their own show.
I think they could, or at least use them on some of these, YouTube shows. Because Elevation had a lot of women's matches. I don't know about Dark because I didn't watch it this week. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching Impact. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, I watched Impact and saw Sammy Callahan Zordon
That fucked up with him, man.
promo.
It looked just like him,
Bro.
dude.
I was like, I
Just like
started
that
watching it and
motherfucker.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, what does this look like? I was like, oh my god, what the hell is Callahan doing as Zordon on Impact?
The fucked up thing is he's live on Twitch right now. I hope nobody tells him about that.
He needs to know. He needs to know.
He needs to know. He don't need to know we said it though. Anonymous. Somebody
Don.
said.
Somebody
Somebody has said.
I said it. I don't care. I said
It's all Grandma Wendy. Go get her.
Zordon looking motherfucker.
I mean, I appreciate what you do in the ring, but damn, bro, unless that was meant to be on purpose, because
It could have with Sammy though. With Sammy,
Yeah.
you never know.
yeah.
There is, speaking of women and NWA and all that, it got me to thinking about Mickey James and what she said recently on Twitter about how, with the industry, once you hit 35, it's perceived you should start wrapping it up or retire as far as women go. Even though men are still wrestling into their 50s and are glorified for it.
Your 60s, are you kidding?
Well, in Sting's case, yeah.
70. Rick.
Look at Flair. Flair's like 102 years old and he's still doing stuff.
And he's still trotting
Yeah.
out there with Lacey Evans. It's like, and part of me still wants to
Bro.
see it, but that's not. But I digress.
Oh,
The real
black hole.
the real question is, should I don't know if you want to call it promotions or promoters or whatever. Should they evolve with times as women's wrestling has?
Hell yeah.
Duh.
Hell yeah.
What
Okay.
kind of question is
Yeah.
that, bro?
Because like if Mickey James wants to wrestle, I don't give a shit if she's 41. She can still go. I think she might be 42, and she can
it's the
still go.
curse. it's this curse as being a woman, like it's this curse that we go through essentially, where it's like you reach certain ages and certain things are expected of you, and it's like something simple like what you're wearing. You should dress for your age. Okay, well, I'm 35. Tell me, how do I dress for my age? Like, what am I supposed to be wearing? Am I supposed to be covered up like someone's like borderline nana or some shit? Like, please explain to me. Am I not supposed to wear mini skirts anymore? I don't get this.
Oh, it facts,
Like,
Kobe.
Wait a minute. One
go to
sec.
Hollywood. What?
You're a girl?
When she want to be.
Fuck
And by the way,
Your mom's a hoe.
facts,
Come
Kofi,
on.
because he's in here saying like, you know, some women are better than men in wrestling. Like honestly, better than some men, and that's true. I probably follow women's wrestling closer than men's, to be honest with you. I know. I probably
it's
follow
like- but
women
it's like-
more than I do with men. But anyway, go back to your
like-
point, Grandma. My bad.
But yeah, no, but like with Mickey James, what she said, I mean, like somebody was saying, like, oh, well, I never hear anyone say that. We don't hear it because we're on the outside. We don't know what goes on backstage. We don't know what they get in their DMs. We don't know what people post on their stuff. Because I'll read maybe 4 or 5 comments, but I'm not going through 1,000
Right.
comments of their stuff. You know, we don't know what they hear in their personal lives either. Like, is their mom, like, are their moms like, oh, honey, you're 42, you've got 3 kids, you should call it quits now? Like,
Right. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm some kind of white knight or anything. I'm not going to say like, oh, I just watch
Please
women
don't.
for wrestling. And I respect women's wrestlers. At the same time, I look at somebody like Gigi Dolan back when she was on the indies, even now, and I'm like, damn, that's hot. But at the same time, she can wrestle. You know, I look at Scarlett and I'm like, damn, girl, you are. Whew. But at the same time, I'm thinking, you know what, though? Smoke Show can wrestle. Don't even fuck around. Impact proved that. I know she ain't being used now, but Smoke Show can go. You know, there are a lot of women in wrestling that I find. Jordan Grace, whoo, but that bitch can wrestle. So I'm not saying you don't look. I'm not saying I don't look at women and think, ooh, nice. But at the same time, I'm not just looking at it anymore as if because somebody asked too if we were which company was gonna bring back bra and panties matches, and I was like, none of them, because
No.
fuck it,
no,
fuck it, it's a
we're
new day.
above that.
You know,
They pretty much wear that when they wrestle anyways.
because you know why? It's a new day. Yes, it is. No, anyway. I just, you know, don't get me wrong. Women are beautiful, but at the same time, these women can fucking wrestle. And a woman like Mickey James, if you're blackballing her because she's over the age of 35, or she says, I'm 41, they're like, oh, retire already. You're a fucking idiot.
She'd get a job anywhere.
She'd get a job any fucking where. If anything, she'd just go to her husband and be like, talk to Billy and get me a contract, please. Lord knows NWA could use her right now.
Get ODB. ODB's ass
ODB
is 43 years old.
And she just had an
43 and she's still out
amazing,
there.
she just had an amazing match
Bam.
with Deonna Purrazzo at Sacrifice last week. It was beautiful. Jazz was talking about retiring. Now she's tagging up with Jordan Grace. She's an Impact. She looks great. I love that woman. I've loved that woman since I was front row at a bingo hall in the 90s. I love that bitch. And she can fucking wrestle. But at the same time, there's a part of me that was like, that'd be like, yeah, Jazz can get it too, but she can fucking wrestle.
That's the thing. It's not even like, can they get it? Because yeah, I'm pretty sure they can snoo the fuck out of anybody. Like, just break that man's hips, you know? But the thing is, it doesn't matter their age. If they can still go, they can still go. Look at Mae Young. Her old ass was like 101 being put through tables, and she was like, don't pull your punches. Like, you put me through that fucking table like one of the boys,
Right.
you know?
I'm loving all these comments from Kofi, man. Keep them coming. He said all AEW women's wrestlers are better than all mid card and lower WWE talent. Like both male and facts. Absolutely. Like let me check the board here. Hold on.
Ding 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 ding.
I don't know if I have that sound anymore because I had to switch my board. But survey says, ding, number one answer. I ain't got it on here, sorry. But yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. Like there are some good female wrestlers who are way over the age of 35 right now who I would want to see in a ring again. Like for instance, when they had the Joshi side of the AEW women's tournament, who was I excited to see? Asha Kong. And that bitch is way over 35. And damn, I love her. Awesome Kong is way over 35. And if she comes back tomorrow, I'm watching with a smile.
Yes.
Kong's like in her 40s.
Yeah. Gail Kim, way over 35. If she decides to come back for one more match, I'm tuning in.
Yeah.
Mickey James. I mean, she had that weird match where it was kind of just stopped out of nowhere on Raw against Asuka, and then she disappeared, and nobody could figure out why. And maybe this tweet has something to do with it. But if she wanted to come back somewhere and have another match or give it another go, I'm watching.
Fuck.
Yeah, Natty's getting up there.
Natty's up there too. Yeah.
But the thing is I don't. She's like the locker room
Natty's
leader
38.
She's 38.
Yeah,
and she's like the locker room leader for the women's division.
That's me.
She's like the Undertaker for the women's division.
I'm not calling out any company per se because Mickey didn't say anything about this particular promotion or Vince McMahon or anybody. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just saying, as far as promotions, promoters, whatever in general, if you have this mindset, you are operating on outdated software and you need to get an upgrade.
You know what? I'm not a
Download that
wrestler.
shit.
I'm 35 and I'll still kick your ass. Don't give a fuck.
Whoa.
I'm 42.
You know it to be true.
I'm 42 with a hernia and I'll still whoop
bro.
somebody's ass, okay? I'm 42 with a hernia. I got 20 goddamn titles and I'll still whip your ass at WrestleMania. Watch.
Yeah, but you don't own a vag and no one's telling you otherwise.
Yeah, you don't know though. There's a few people that are like, "Oh, should you still be doing this? Aren't you like 40?" I'm like, "Yeah, so what?" And maybe the hernia proves that I shouldn't, but I'm still doing it. So fuck you.
Still happening.
Break those barriers, people. I don't care if you're men, women, whatever. Break some barriers. Fuck it, try it. It's fun.
Hell yeah.
Misty.
Get it done.
And yeah, Lexi's right too. If a woman can wrestle, you let her wrestle. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Actually, she's a German Shepherd, Kenneth.
There's a werewolf on camera.
She'd be like the world's smallest werewolf. She's like,
close enough, bro.
Like a little person werewolf. No, she's a German Shepherd.
It's alright. If she gets out of line, I got some silver bullets over here, so we're cool.
Oh, hell no. I'll take a bullet for this dog.
I'm just kidding. You know I think she's cute. Anyway,
fuck someone up.
Where should we
Anyone
go next?
so much as like looks at her wrong, I'll fucking take that.
Fuck it. I'll just say it. Where should we go next, fellas? Do we want to talk about the NWA paper? Do we want to talk about the pay-per-views, or do we want to go into Dynamite?
I think we should go into Dynamite. I'm getting a psychic vision.
I'm getting a sense that we should go into Dynamite, and I should kick it to High Class. Because one of the reasons that High Class fell asleep and missed the Lights Out match is because he marked out too hard over MJF and his new faction. So I'm going to kick it to High Class and let him go into the Pinnacle, give us all his thoughts and all his feelings, and then we're going to move on from there. Please, I know you've been waiting patiently. Have at it, homie.
It feels so damn good to get the real MJF back. Oh my God, he joined the abyss that was the Inner Circle, and something like was just drained out of him. Like he even said it.
It was like
at the end of his promo. He's like,
it was like Austin Powers and Goldmember. I've lost my mojo, baby.
Yeah, like he did. It's not even that he lost his mojo. It's like he didn't belong in the Inner Circle.
Like Chris Jericho just stuck a syringe in him and sucked that mojo out so he could stay young.
This group,
bro, that promo he cut.
It was ridiculous.
Even for MJF.
After 6 months, I can finally say it. And I'm better than you, and you know it. Oh, but the assembly of this team, the pinnacle of wrestling is amazing. And actually, the more I look at it and the more I see it, Spears actually fits perfectly. He's gonna be their like assassin, like the steel chair assassin, basically. Is what he's gonna be for him. And
yeah, he's gonna be the chairman, man.
And
what he should have been.
I don't know if I can consider Wardlow an actual like full on like member of Pinnacle. He's still the insurance policy for MJF, so
I'm gonna consider him. He stood there. He had a suit. He looked good.
He's had
MJF included him, but your boy included him.
He's had a suit ever since he came into AEW.
Are you gonna deny
No,
your
I'm not.
boy's
No,
word?
I'm
I
not.
thought he was a wrestling god.
He changed it up. He changed it
he
up though. He
is.
wasn't wearing his Burberry tie though. He
Nope.
was wearing a
No,
very
he
lovely
wasn't.
floral shirt.
Unbutton. You know.
I noticed all the details.
Of
I
course
figured
did.
you would.
Of course you did. But no,
That's why Wendy almost fell asleep
Honestly-
before the match.
I don't know about fell asleep, but
if they do it right, and right now they're already starting to do it right, they literally could be the next Four Horsemen without being called the Four Horsemen. They're gonna be better than Evolution. They're gonna be better than DX. They're gonna be this group is built. Yes, they're gonna be better than DX.
I don't know about
I
that.
go back and I watch DX and they're pretty fucking cheesy.
they're
Well,
sloppy. They were very
They
sloppy.
were meant to
fucking
be cheesy, though.
horrible.
They had some cheesy shit going on, but it worked for them. You know, a lot of dick jokes, a lot of cheesy dick jokes.
I digress. They're
Anywho.
they're
Let's
gonna
not
have
bring up the blackface.
they're gonna have a better
Ooh,
legacy.
Yeah,
They really are. It's
okay.
they are going to hold every major title by January of next year.
I think you're
Hell
gonna.
yes.
I think you're gonna love Felipe even more, Bruce. He said I was on the MJF wagon all along. He's the greatest. I want MJF to beat Kenny for the title.
Yes, I saw that.
Agreed.
I don't know though, because Brucey marks out for MJF and Kenny Omega, so now it's like choose.
You know he's gonna choose MJF hands down.
You know he
Obviously,
will.
I'm gonna.
You know he
Hands
will.
down.
I love me some Cleaner, but ain't no one better than the greatest wrestler ever, the wrestling god.
I mean-
I'm almost wondering if Kenny Omega pissed more people off in one night than MJF did in his whole stint in Dynamite. With that one ring, just psst. He probably pissed more people off with that one countdown than MJF did in 2 years.
Yes, Kadrian. And you know what I was just thinking, Dom? Because of WrestleMania.
That's what we've been saying.
For WrestleMania week, because they're gonna have Takeover 1 actually on TV.
On TV,
On
yes.
on
Wednesday
USA.
it's going to be on USA. Yeah.
The first part and the second part is gonna be on Peacock.
Peacock Thursday.
I bet my freaking new
Left
comic. No, that's too important. My new comics that I just bought that they do Blood and Guts on that same night.
I bet this
see
Cody
that.
Rhodes shirt that I'm wearing in protest because Pentagon should have won. That we'll
There
see
was
it
no
on the same
loser
night.
in that fucking match. There was no loser in that
It was
freaking
true,
match.
but here's where they lost. Pentagon broke that man's arm, and Cody immediately no-sold
He
that
dead
shit.
ass no sold
He
it. I was
did.
like,
He
fuck
did.
yourself.
He did.
At that point, I was like, you know what, Cody? I'm wearing your shirt at a protest. I have defended you so many times. I gotta say it. Fuck you, Cody. You could have acted like a one-armed man pulling a crossroads, and I would have been like, okay. But no, you completely no-sold that shit with an injured arm in the first place.
Yeah.
Yep.
He should have just let Pentagon. They should have just had Pentagon get the win and put Cody out until after the baby was born.
You ain't gonna get
Yeah,
no.
that would've made
You ain't gonna
sense.
get no fight from me, bro. That's why I was saying last week, and I wish it still would have happened.
Because
Maybe once we get closer to that due date, Pentagon will put him out. We all know.
at the end of the day, and the end of the week, and the end of the year, I'm a Cody Rhodes fan, and even I'm getting sick of him. He needs to go away for a little bit.
No,
I'm
I
getting
love-
fucking sick.
Agreed.
I love Cody.
and I'm a fan.
I love Cody. I've never been sick of him. I've defended him many a time. But when he no-sold that broken arm, I was pissed.
I was like, bro, fuck that guy.
I was like, really, dude? After everything?
I'm with you, Felipe. I'm with you on that. Cody beat Penta almost the whole match. I didn't like it at all. No, agreed. I was
know.
like, fuck that guy.
I feel you. And the thing was, I thought they were building that whole, Pentagon can take a hell of a beating kind of thing. Because that happened in Lucha
Yeah.
Underground a lot too. So I was like, okay, wait for it. But then by the time the match was over, I was upset. And I was like, damn it, Cody, I can't fucking defend you anymore. Like, this is just bullshit. Like, I got nothing to say. And it's not because I love Pentagon. It's because this is fucking bull. Like, anybody could have done that to you. You no-sell it? That's fucked up. You were selling for fucking Warhorse, but you can't for Pentagon?
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yep, agreed.
I'm going to start calling it the Cody salute. I'm sorry. I know we were at a whole other topic, but I had to get that out. My bad.
Okay, that's fine.
It was
I'm
festering.
gonna admit something. When he came out, he did like some weird thing, and I was like, "Oh fuck, what's that nasty bruise on his neck?" And then I was like, "Oh shit, it's a tattoo." I forgot
It's the
about
fucking
that.
tattoo.
I forgot about that thing.
So damn it, Cody, just shame.
Mm-mm.
I had to do it. You deserve
I
it.
agree, Brian. It totally left a sour taste in the mouth.
Yes.
Obviously mine too, homie.
Oh,
Everyone's mouth.
I was pretty upset about it too. I'm not gonna lie.
Even Leia was upset about it. She started to whine. I was like, "That's right, girl. This is some bullshit."
Or was that because you were yelling too
Even
loud?
even
Might be
my
both. I don't know.
even my South Philly shorty, who had already got DJ bed, came in for the end of the match, saw it, and jumped off the couch and went, "This is bullshit." I was like, "Right."
That's right, girl. Agreed.
This is why you have 9 championships too, because you know. You've learned under the psycho tree. You've learned.
Ooh, excuse me.
But yeah, there was, yeah. I mean, even though we had so we had the lights out match. We had Jade versus Danny Jordan, which was a beautiful squash match, as I said. We
It
had
needed to be. That was the only way that match could have went.
the Pinnacle came off so well. I gotta be honest, I wasn't a tremendous fan of the 10-man tag match. I thought that was a little weird. Like
Oh,
Big Money Matt's group going up against
Oh,
like Jurassic
yeah.
Express with Bear Country. It was cool to see
Yeah.
Bear Country on Dynamite, but it just felt a little weird. And,
they had
and
no program.
one of the most shocking moments, since we're on the subject, was when of course, Sting and Darby get interviewed. Lance Archer comes out like, yeah, you expected all this. Then Team Taz comes out, and you're like, okay, I expect all this. What I did not expect was for Brian Cage to snatch the mic out of Taz's hand and tell Sting like he respects him. He is the icon and all that other shit. I was like, whoa, what?
Hey. Just because I respect you doesn't mean I like you.
I was like, but still, I was like, bruh, you are speaking out of place here. Like, this is some shocking shit.
Were you clutching your pearls?
Yes. I was holding my championship extra tight. But it was wild. I did not expect, I expected Taz to, as usual, you guys got lucky,
Yeah.
Darby, you're a punk, yada, yada, yada. And then Cage just comes out of nowhere and snatches the mic out of his hand, and I'm like, oh, shit. Because I thought he was about to tell Sting, like, yeah, fuck Archer, I'm going to get you in the ring and kill you myself. And instead, it turned into, I respect you, you're the icon, and all that. And I was like,
I appreciated it though. It was like a
did
nice
too.
twist.
it was shocking. It was some nice,
With a
like,
twist.
felt like real talk at the moment. And I probably haven't heard Cage speak in like 6 months, so that was different.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. And then of course we had Kingston and Mox team up against Good Brothers,
Yeah.
and that went horribly awry. And Eddie practically got his leg broke, and then they were about to break Moxley's neck when who but the Young Bucks show up.
Right?
I'm not even going to talk about the Don Callis thing before, because I am so tired of hearing Don Callis speak, watching Impact and Dynamite and
Don't
all
count
this
his
shit.
bitter ass.
Like, yeah, we get it. Shut the fuck up. Fuck Invisible Hand. You need to be the silent hand. Like, I'm just done.
Doing his job.
He's doing it well.
He must be doing it well, because I am so pissed at that dude. Like, shut the fuck up.
He's
Like,
doing his job well.
Let somebody
And he too
else
well.
talk. Like, he cut this whole big promo on Rich Swann on Tuesday, then he came out and he was yakking at the Bucks on Wednesday, and I'm just like, like, I wasn't even mad, I was just annoyed. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's like when one of your kids follows you around and just keeps asking you the same question over and over, like, can I do it, can I do it, can I do it, can I do it? And you're like, no, shut the fuck up. That's Don Callis. See what I'm saying? See, that's not doing your job. That's making you, that's annoying the shit out of you. That's not doing your job.
But that's doing his job.
If doing your job makes me want to punch you in the face, then I guess you're doing your job.
You're doing it
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Like, poor Don, so jaded that he never made it to WWE. So he's just got to be out there. But yeah, I mean, Brucey and I had brought up, and I think we hit on it, that, Now the Good Brothers lost the titles to Finjuice, and they're going to Japan for a month. Maybe now they get in the chase for the AEW Tag Team Championships. And less than a week later, this happens. So the chances of them actually getting a shot at the Bucks for those titles are now
Increased.
exponentially increased.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I'm definitely
fucks with it.
feeling it, but it also, you know, knowing like, okay, Good Brothers might get the Bucks because they lost to Finjuice. Finjuice is going to Japan, right? I'm thinking about it, and all of a sudden it was like I threw my detective hat on for a second, and I started looking at the evidence in front of me from Impact and Dynamite. And I thought to myself, okay, Finjuice is supposedly going to Japan. There is a man in Japan who has been tweeting and talking and running his mouth about the fake Bullet Club for months. That man is Tamatanga. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Finjuice goes to Japan, God takes their titles, comes to Impact, and challenges the Good Brothers?
That I could get down with.
Right.
I
Fucks
could
with that.
definitely get down with that. That would be
Right.
pretty friggin' cool.
It would make all
Yeah.
these tweets and YouTube shows that Tamatonga's been running his mouth about the fake Bullet Club and all that bullshit. It would make all of that.
And they bring
make
Jay White
sense.
with them as God and Jay White versus the Good Brothers and Kenny,
And Kenny Omega, right?
Because remember, Jay White took
See,
the
now your
US
shit's coming out.
Jay White took the U.S. title from Kenny Omega. The
Right.
New Japan U.S. title.
Right. The IWGP, yeah. So that's what I'm saying, though. Like, as soon as I saw all this, like, you know, play out in front of me on 2 nights, I thought, if they go to Japan and they lose these Impact titles, the Good Brothers have a shot at the Impact titles coming up at Rebellion. What if their opponents at Rebellion end up being God?
I can get down
Because-
with all of it.
Even I think it was Scott D'Amore had said Finjuice is taking those titles and defending them in Japan. It's a big deal for us. He was talking to Tommy Dreamer. That's when he put Tommy Dreamer in charge of booking and setting up Hardcore Justice for Impact Plus. So if they're going to take the titles and defend them in Japan, there's a chance they could lose them.
Yeah.
What if they lose them to God? Now all of a sudden we've got like now we're just mixing the alphabet soup. You know, we're just throwing everything together. We're coming up with some dream matches here, like now it's getting interesting. Like it was already, but now it's getting even more interesting. And you know, I do want to say, do we think it's? I do want to ask, do we all think it's ballsy for like Impact to be running a paper or an Impact Plus show the same day as WrestleMania, or say Back for the Attack on the same day as like Fastlane?
WrestleMania, probably not. Fastlane, yeah.
Okay.
I would. Here's the thing: you'd have to be a complete friggin' psychopath, crazy, insane motherfucker with a shit ton of money to run a pay-per-view the same day as WrestleMania
Oh,
Yeah.
in the
Kofi's
wrestling
saying-
world.
Kofi's saying that would be awesome booking. Thank you, bro. We try. We do what we can do. You know. But yeah, I definitely. The thing about Back for the Attack is it's going to be on at like 4 p.m. So by the time it's over, they'll basically be starting the kickoff show for Fastlane. That's smart. I'm not sure if Impact is going to do the same thing with Hardcore Justice, like put it on before WrestleMania comes on, or if they're going to run it at the same time. It just feels like they're like, oh, we can't run a show on WrestleMania weekend, so instead we're going to do this because they can't let crowds in. So they're trying to come up with some kind of alternative, and that's that.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. We got to give the people what they want. I feel like we should get Kofi on here so we can all come in and hug now. Pan out.
So WWE is supposed to have the largest live crowd since COVID with WrestleMania.
I know. It's they're I think each each night they're
Makes me
opening.
uncomfortable thinking about
I
it.
think each night they're gonna have like 50,000 seats available in a stadium that probably seats close to like 65, 70, which is high. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me anxious just thinking about like being close to people. I can't imagine being in a stadium like,
Yeah,
oh
I'll be happy to be sitting at
no,
home
thank
on
you.
Peacock. That's just at least this year. Like maybe next year, but this year I'll be happy to be watching it at home because I don't know, man. I just don't know.
No, thank you.
Like maybe not this year. Nah. I ain't got the shot yet. Let me get hit twice and then we'll think about it. But nah.
Yeah.
Like if they were gonna say you have to prove you're vaccinated before you can come in, and that would be one thing. But you know they're not gonna.
No.
You know they won't. They'll just be
Yeah.
like,
It's not
"Come
like it's
on
hard.
in."
Like you get the little card. It's pretty easy to be like, yes, I am indeed vaccinated.
Right?
But
They're just gonna be
they're not
like,
gonna
"Come
do
on
that.
in, Wheezy McCan't taste."
Wheezy can't taste.
I'll be over here.
Wow.
I'll be over here on my couch. We're cool. At least this year. Next year might be a different story, but this year, yeah. Sorry, I can't do it.
So, is there anything worth talking about from WWE this week?
There was a good and a
Wendy.
bad. There was a good and a bad from Raw that I think we got to bring up. The good was the main event between Bobby Lashley and Sheamus because that match was a fucking war, a 20+ minute war that Lashley finally ended up winning and then got claymored because Drew was just chilling outside waiting. And of course, they also announced that Drew will be taking on Bobby at WrestleMania, which kind of makes Drew taking on Sheamus at Fastlane pointless, but okay, you know. Because even if Sheamus wins, it's not going to be like, oh, we got to change up this WrestleMania card. Nope, not at all.
Yeah.
But the match they had, like it's probably one of the best matches on Raw in a while. Which I know isn't saying much, but it was damn good. Now the bad part, and it wasn't even bad to begin with, was this whole thing that transpired between Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon. Like
I think I saw like pics of it and I was like, what's up with that Nickelodeon slime?
yeah, like McMahon had basically been like picking on him and doing all this stupid shit, like calling him names and whatever, and then finally agreed to have a match with him, and Braun
We'll
tried to
answer
go.
that.
Braun tried to go for that Strowman Express, and as he ran at him, Shane dove out of the way, grabbed a camera, and just clocked him dead in the face. And Braun went down like a ton of bricks, 2 tons, because he's big, of bricks.
He's a big motherfucker.
And Shane kept beating on him, hit him with the camera again, put him on a table, and elbow dropped his ass right through it. And if they would have stopped right there, it would have been a great Raw moment. But then Shane goes under the ring, pulls out 2 or 3 pails of this green slime paint crap, and proceeds to dump it on Braun Strowman. And if my first thought was like, I'm looking at the TV waiting for something to say, this next segment is sponsored by Nickelodeon. Come check out Super Double.
Nick.
Come check out the return of Super Duper Double Dare. Like that kind of thing.
No, girl,
but
this
it
is
didn't
mine.
happen. So it just made no sense. And all of that was building to a match between the two of them, which everybody had been saying, like, oh, it'll probably be Shane and Braun at WrestleMania. Shane loves WrestleMania. Nope. Fastlane. So what the fuck? Like,
No, girl. This is my food. Sorry.
she's like, I'm hungry too.
Because they just brought me dinner and now she's just like, hey, bitch, you ate your own damn food.
Werewolf needs her vittles. But
Fuck
yeah,
off with that. No.
it's just, there are a lot of people that say to me, like, oh, explain this from AEW or explain that from this other promotion. And I'm like, okay, and I'll explain it. As Brucey was witnessed, I sat here and explained the whole why the ring didn't blow up. And I made perfect fucking sense of it. If somebody asked me to explain why Shane McMahon is pouring slime paint on Braun Strowman, I got nothing. Anybody?
He was
Anybody in the
nostalgic
chat?
for 90s Nickelodeon. I don't know.
My whole thing is, so all the WWE marks say, well, why is this 60-pound guy beating a heavyweight in in AEW. That makes no sense. That guy should never be able to do that. Well, your beloved E just did the same thing with Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman. There is no God-given damn day in hell that Shane McMahon should have been able to do.
And I know
what
people,
he did.
I know
to Braun
people are going to
Strowman.
come back and go, "Oh, but look at what he did with Taker at Hell in a Cell." Yeah, Taker was 50.
Bro,
In his prime, Taker would destroy him. Braun is in his prime. Taker was in his 50s.
True.
There's a difference.
Braun's got so much left in the tank, and the dude can actually go if he has the right opponent. He can put on a great match. If you let him be the monster that he's supposed to be.
Under P.
Yeah.
And he is dedicated to whatever the fuck they want. Like, he was willing to, be a part of that train wreck that was a Universal title match at last WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And understandably so, it's not like the head of the table wanted any parts. I'm not saying I don't disagree with his decision. I'm saying they had no other option, and Braun was like, yeah, I'll do it. I know it'll look like shit, but I'll do it. And you would think that when somebody is that dedicated to, just being a part of the brand and doing what needs to be done, you might give them an opportunity. But you really don't.
Yeah.
You gave him the opportunity to become the new Big Show. Especially now that Paul's bounced. Like, you're the next one. Maybe you can go to AEW when you're 50 and get some good shit in. But until then...
WWE is afraid to make a real monster. Because if they make them too powerful, who's going to beat them?
True.
When Braun first went on his own, he was that big, mean fucking monster that no one could touch. And then they were like, oh shit, we fucked up. Now we have no one that can beat this guy. Let's embarrass him. Let's put him in this. Let's put him in that. Let's take him down a few pegs.
Yep.
Right? Oh, my bad, Kofi. 45K, not 50 to 60 at WrestleMania. My bad. It still feels like a lot.
Still too damn many. And I agree with Lexi. She said it feels like a what is it?
Like a recipe.
It seems like a recipe for a super spreader event.
Yeah.
And Brian said it's Florida. What do you expect?
Hey, let's
agree
try
with all of that.
We have a Floridian in our room. Let's try not to. Okay, fuck it.
I'm still gonna shit on Florida. I'm still gonna shit on it.
And Felipe says Fastlane is pointless. I love Brian. He said kill it with a spirit bomb. And Kofi said Shane gets put over more than the actual wrestler. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. In many situations. Yeah.
That made no damn sense.
In every situation. Because go back to like him and The Miz or whatever. He's always the one that gets put over. He even got to be the greatest of all time. Anybody remember that?
Oh, my Christ.
Yeah.
Can he just go back to Mean Street Posse Shane? Maybe, fuck off, girl. This is my dinner.
Can he just go back
Brian
to
says WWE is turning Braun into the next Heidenreich. Holy shit.
Oh,
I didn't even remember him until I saw the name, and then I pictured the little blonde patch of hair and the big dude like trying to be the new Road Warriors or whatever the fuck they were with Animal. Like, rest in peace.
Oh yeah, LOD 2000.
Yes, LOD 2K. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my god, but yeah.
Can I bury that memory back again? Just like shove it back into the hole I had it in.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Relive it.
I didn't understand that whole. I didn't understand that whole Shane Braun moment or anything. But I will say, if they would have stopped at Shane just dropping the elbow and walking away, and Braun getting up and getting mad, it would have been a cool spot. It would have been a cool segment. But then they just took it further with this weird slime shit, and I was just like, okay, you lost me. I'm done. You ruined the whole fucking thing. It's like somebody putting liverwurst on cake. Like, why would you do that? You just fucked it all up. We gotta throw it out now.
I'd find a little piece. Sorry, she's giving me these like the sad puppy eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She does that.
Yep,
She's
kids,
so cute.
kids and dogs will do that too.
So cute. I can't say no. But that's it. That's all you're getting. This is my dinner.
I feel like we should bring Leia on the show more often. It's entertaining.
Well, I have her for a few months, so she'll be here.
Well, now since we since we were on, we were talking a little bit about the pay-per-view scheduled next to these things. We don't have Hardcore Justice yet, but do you think maybe we should go through Back for the Attack on Sunday and pick some winners?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of an interesting card. I mean, the first match that comes up is it's going to be Kratos taking on Tyrus, and all I can think about this one is like, somebody call my mama.
Before we get too deep into this,
Right?
I'm not impressed with this card.
I am in some spots. And
I'm
then the
not.
Others, I'm
There's
like,
two matches I'm looking forward to.
There's more than two for me in this, but
There's
either way.
two.
So do we have?
I haven't
a
looked
winner?
at the cards, so I don't.
If
know.
I had to pick somebody in this match, I'm probably gonna take Tyrus.
It's gonna be Tyrus.
Yeah.
You would think he's the name amongst the two, not a huge name, but still,
But a name.
but a name nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
And we have this crazy four-way match. It's got Jax Dane, a debuting Slice Boogie, who I've seen on the indies a little bit. He's pretty badass. Jordan Clearwater, the name sounds familiar, but I can't pick it up. And Crimson in a fatal four-way match.
I'm gonna go with Booger Slice.
Slice Boogie?
Yeah, that guy.
You know what? I'm gonna second it. I'm gonna take Slice Boogie myself. I think he's a
Sounds
dope
like a
wrestler.
winner.
Okay, unanimous. All right, cool. Moving on. Although Crimson's the dark horse in that one, and then
Yeah.
we have the NWA National Championship match. Trevor Murdoch defending against Chris Adonis, the masterpiece.
I'm not excited
I like
about this.
our homeboy Dave in our Facebook group said, back in the '80s there was an Adonis and a Murdoch holding the WWF Tag Championships. I was like, yes, there was.
Yeah.
Adrian and Dick, but yeah. I'm interested in this match because I want to see if Chris Masters has actually learned to wrestle. But I will take Trevor Murdoch to retain his title because
Agreed.
it's Trevor Murdoch. I know he can wrestle where I don't know if Chris Masters can. All right, so the next match is actually a pretty good one. You got the NWA Television Championship. My man, the Pope, who I fucking love, taking on Tom Latimer from Strictly Business. Like, this ought to be a pretty good match. Brucey, who you got in this one?
It's gonna be Pope.
I gotta go with the Pimptastic one myself, man. I love Pope. I hope he just knocks the living shit out of Camille's boyfriend.
Excuse you, fiance.
Fiance. My bad.
My loyalties
Don't beat me
to
up and then
Camille-
sell me a house.
my loyalties and love to Camille make me want to say Latimer, but I got a feeling it's going to be Pope.
Okay, so you're saying Pope too.
Mhm.
Cool.
Keep making those sweet little eyes.
Oh
Take
shit,
it.
yeah, I thought I got to break in to say they just announced Shinsuke Nakamura versus CrossFit Jesus at Fastlane. That should be a good match.
Why?
So stop.
Because
they can.
No, because Seth has had this big thing with Cesaro going on, and he beat Cesaro down and put him out. And after he came back from the ring, he bumped into Shinsuke, and Shinsuke was not happy. So they had a little altercation. They're going to throw down on Sunday.
Sounds like a filler match.
It should be
It
good,
is.
though. Those two get together, it should be good, filler or not. And, of course, we have the basically number one contenders match for the NWA Women's Championship. Which we
This
talked
is
about.
a match I'm looking forward to.
Thunder Rosa,
Agreed.
after that hellish match on Wednesday,
All right, last piece.
facing
Fuck off.
the brick house herself, Camille. I'm going to let Wendy go first because I know who she's picking anyway.
I legitimately cannot pick because I want both of them to win. Like I want, for me, it's a win-win. Whoever gets it is because they're both legitimately amazing. And right now, Camille is like stacked. Excuse me.
I'm just going to say it. I thought Wendy would. I'm just going to say it. I want Camille to win this one. I want to see her on Dynamite getting a title match. I want that
want that,
alphabet
but
soup to just get stirred a little bit further, like that. That would be some good. That would be some good shit.
I
And
mean, it's hard. It's hard to pick though, because it's fucking Camille, and you guys know how much I
know.
love Camille, and
And
it's Thunder Rosa. It's La Raza, man. Like I can't go against that. Like,
oh,
fuck, you know,
Kisses,
it's hard.
mama.
It's hard to pick one. We don't do that.
yeah.
That's
I mean,
gross.
again, I gotta like I know, like I said last week, I know wrestling fans, they get these matches or whatever, they get all up in their feels, and I did too. And then I had to calm down for a minute and think about it. And I'm like, all right, Thunder's gonna be beat down. Camille's fresh. I've seen her destroying women on that UWM primetime series left and right, and I think she's going to be able to outlast Thunder Rosa in this one just from the wear and tear. So I'm going to take Camille, and I want to see the pot get stirred with this alphabet soup shit. Brucey, who you got in this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Camille because I just want to see the build of the NWA Women's Title happen on both shows, and then have the NWA title have an AEW star go on an NWA pay-per-view and defend her and defend the title.
That would be awesome.
You'd have the build from both shows.
Whatever stirs this pot a little more, I'm good with. I'm really good with.
You know what? At the end of the day, you know who the true winner of that match is going to be?
Us.
The audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fans, baby, us. and I understand it's a tribute to the question mark. We have the 10 pounds of gold on the line between where Nick Aldis is defending against Aaron Stevens. Brucey, who you got?
Oh, Aldis is winning.
Oh, never mind. Wendy says Aldis.
There's no chance it's Aldis.
It's going to be Aldis. I think the match might be pretty good, and I'm sure Aaron Stevens will come close. But it's going to be Aldis. There's no way.
Hands down.
There's no way. It's a great tribute, by the way. And shout out, rest in peace to the question mark. Like, fuck.
QPD, my guy.
I seriously wish he was here. I really wanted to see him on this show. Like, it's just sad. I mean, not just for wrestling, but it's sad in so many ways. But it's just fucking sad.
Sorry, she's all about like my hands. They're so fucking gross
going
right
back
now.
to the paint moment. Lexi said, like, was the bucket of random neon green paint even there? Yeah, there was two of them.
But like, why? She was like, why was it there?
Like,
nobody
why?
knows, Lexi.
I don't know.
Nobody.
I don't know.
No one knows.
I don't know. Like, who keeps green paint under the ring? It's like with the dog food. Like, who keeps dog food around the ring? I'm sure Leia would be happy, but who really keeps dog food around the ring?
Nah, she's actually very picky. I don't know if she'd be okay with it.
Yeah, that was some cheap ass. That was old Roy. She ain't eating that shit.
Nah, she's not. No, this bougie diva bitch. Nah.
Even stray homeless dogs don't want to eat that shit. Trust me.
Hell no.
I tried to give it to them when I worked for PetSmart, and they were like,
No, thank you.
You better go on with that shit. I'd rather eat out this dumpster. Okay.
You gotta use baby diapers back there. We'll eat that instead. Yeah. Not this girl.
I mean, yeah, Felipe also said in another universe, we would be excited about a card with Nakamura versus Rollins, as well as Bryan versus Roman. Yeah, in another universe, but maybe not so much in WWE. Because, like, let's be real here. What are the chances Daniel Bryan wins the Universal title on Sunday?
0.
Like,
Okay.
maybe he's got that, like, 2% chance. Like skim milk odds. Maybe. And that's because I love him. I'm giving him skim milk, 2%. What are the chances, even without a title being involved, what are the chances that Shinsuke Nakamura, who's a fucking legend, beats Seth Rollins on Sunday?
0.
Probably. I love him, so I'm going to give him the skim milk. Again, 2%. At best. So yeah, in another universe, it would be amazing, but in this one, you already know what's going to happen. So, unfortunately, it kind of takes all the fun out of it. It's like, oh man, here we go again.
I appreciate Mason's great Muda kept green paint around the ring. Yeah, but to be fair, Muda was spitting it out.
No,
this was just random buckets.
He kept like the green
buckets, Mason.
He kept like a capsule of green mist that he would put in his mouth and spit at people. He didn't keep like two big painter's buckets underneath.
Who does that?
Shane McMahon.
Apparently.
End of list.
That's it.
Shane McMahon and most of the people that work for Nickelodeon.
So,
End of list.
like, you get Braun doused in green paint, or you get the most amazing main event on Wednesday night ever. I'm going with Wednesday night.
Agreed, my man. Agreed.
Yeah. It was just no, that I can't get off that match. Like I'm gonna say it again. It was match of the year. Something
Oh
is
yeah.
gonna have to blow my mind to get me to change it between now and December. Like it's gonna have to be something that I never saw coming and never thought I'd see that would make me change my mind. Because it was beautiful. I could still see Thunder Rosa with, or I mean not Thunder. I could still see Britt with all that blood and attacks and everything. Just oh
Bro, and like not even 5 minutes after the match ends, t-shirt.
yeah. As soon as the
Well,
match
they're a
was over,
t-shirt company,
the T-shirt
remember?
was out. Yeah, of course, they're a T-shirt company.
I have to get both of those t-shirts now, like both of the Bloody
Fine.
Britt Bakers.
I have to get at least the last one. If they do one where they show the tax in her back, I'm getting it.
She, yeah, amazing. Yeah.
She puts on a good show.
And you know, I mean, and I know like Felipe brought up the whole thing about another universe, and I know we're kind of like saying, you know, I know we're kind of, you know, doing a little WWE bashing, although a lot of it is based in fact, and let's not beat around the bush there. It kind of reminded me of those tweets from Freddie Prinze Jr. recently, where he was talking about if you knew how bad most TV execs did not want professional wrestling on their channels, you would respect the hell out of WWE, NXT, and AEW for pulling off what they do. And it's why cats like Triple H and Cody are doing interviews and being on other programming, and why it's so important, because they normalize things for, you know, people in general.
Yeah.
As much as I do, you know, sit here and try and say, yeah, it's a fact, like in any other universe, but as much as I do feel that way, Freddie Prinze Jr. isn't wrong, is he? Like,
No, remember, here's the thing you also got to remember is he was a long time writer for WWE, so he's seen the ins and outs. He's seen, he knows. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
What he's
right.
talking about.
He wrote for those guys for like 10 years.
I almost want to interview Freddie Prinze Jr. I'm not gonna lie.
Almost. I most definitely want to.
Even
That'd be a
Lexi with the
tough
green
kid.
paint, that's the list. Yes, it is, Lexi. Yes, it is.
I also appreciate Mason's skim milk is a 0.05%.
Okay, so that's
So,
their chances. My bad.
That's their
I was.
chances, 0.05%.
I'm gonna go up. I'll go up
Thank you,
to.
Mason.
I'll go up to 2% milk. Then do they still make that? I'll go to that.
They do actually. They
Okay.
do.
We'll give him a little upgrade. Like Shinsuke's got skim milk.
Yeah.
Daniel's going. I'm gonna give him the full 2%. But I'll leave Shinsuke at the point. What was it? 0.05, 0.5?
0.05.
0.05.
0.05.
Yeah, that's Shinsuke's chances of beating CrossFit Jesus on Sunday. I'm sorry. But I agree with a lot of what Freddie Prinze was saying. You know, I do like that people like him and Mickey James are bringing these issues to the public, whether it be women kind of being pushed to the side at a certain age, or the fact that even in this day and age with the ratings and the numbers and the TV deals that these companies get, the TV execs are still poo-pooing wrestling. It's like, you got anything better? Crickets. You hear that? Crickets. Exactly. So it's like, you know, again, it's amazing that we're in 2021 and there's all these things going on and so much has changed, but yet you still got network execs poo-pooing wrestling, and you still have certain promotions and promoters telling women, oh, you're 35, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's just fucking sad. I'm not calling out any particular, but just if you're out there, you're doing these things and you're a television executive or you're a promoter or whatever, be better. Be fucking better.
Agreed. Isn't that right, Leia? Yeah, that's right, girl.
Well, I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah. Like Lexi
Yeah.
said, that's the list.
That's all she wrote, folks.
Blah, 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 blah. That's all, folks.
I was gonna say that.
All right. Now that that's out of the way, you all can find us on Facebook at Top Rope Wrestling Talk. We are on there. Come in, invite yourself, myself, the other admins or moderators will accept you in to come talk all things wrestling. It doesn't matter. It can be WWE, NJPW, AAA, AEW, MLW, NXT, Aztec Underground.
Which we're getting so much closer
I'm just
to
kidding.
Dario.
Actually, I'm kind of excited about it. It's like
converted.
No,
You are a believer.
I just play a very good heel.
They even have their own
Sure.
version. They even now have their own version of the Lucha Underground little sound effect, the wah, wah, at the end of their little promotions on YouTube during MLW Fusion. I'm like, yeah.
and you can the rest of our social medias. You can also find us on Twitter at Top Rope WT. Go on there. It's fucking taking off like a bat out of goddamn Hades. I tell you what.
And thank you all for allowing us to hit our goals leading into WrestleMania almost a month before. We're well over 400 members in our group on Facebook. We're well over 200 followers on Twitter, and we just recently went over 100 subscribers on YouTube. But all this stuff is like chocolate. You can never get enough. So please come follow us on Twitter. Come to the group. Fucking follow us on Instagram. Come subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I'm sorry, it just dawned on me when you said that. So go ahead, the Instagram is.
You can also find us on Instagram at top_rope_wrestling_talk. God damn it, my friggin' good. And if you want to buy t-shirts, mugs, whatever you want, merch, you want TRWT merch, you can find the page on Facebook. It's TRWT merch.
Again, it's like chocolate, y'all. You can't get enough.
We do do have the contest going on. We're gonna put up sign-up sheets on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, so you guys can sign up and we can keep track. And you guys basically create our new logo. And that'll be our first real original logo. And you guys whoever wins will get a choice of mug or t-shirt for free for entering and winning the contest.
We'll pick up all the costs, all the shipping, everything. You just submit your logo. We will judge you. If we can't come up with it, then we might put it out there for the people in a poll to say which one do you think should win. But it's gonna start with the TRWT3, and if we come up with something, we'll announce a winner. We'll send it to you on a mug or a shirt or whatever else as a thank you. If we can't, we'll just put it out there. We'll see what the polls say. We'll see what the people say, and then we'll go from there.
Yep. And then you can also find TRWT_merch on Instagram as well. Hit up the merch maker. She'll tell you what we got for logos and t-shirts now and prices and all that fun stuff. Wendy, where can we be listened to?
You can listen to us on anchor.fm/TRWT. She's very calm right now, so I'm trying not to get too excited. From there, you can find us wherever you listen to podcasts. So you can find us on like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher. If you go to iHeartRadio, you can just look us up, Top Rope Wrestling Talk. You can listen to us there. And you can find our videos on the YouTubes.
Yes, you can find our videos here, right here at Fox Den Productions. Bang, bang. Come search for us on YouTube. Come subscribe. Come ring the bell. If you're listening to us and you didn't know and you want to see Grandma's pretty puppy or Brucey's, slowly developing majestic beard, or you want to catch
coming back.
You want to catch my pops and title collection. You want to do something. Fox Den Productions on YouTube. Subscribe, ring that bell, and you too can join us in our live chat and give us your questions, give us your comments like we've been using this whole time, like we use every time. So, now that's all out of the way, thank you to everybody that showed up in the live chat tonight. We had a huge crowd, and I appreciate it. I'm feeling it. Shout out to Kofi and Dirty Heels. Please go check them out, too. They're on YouTube.
Great
they're
show.
on Facebook. They're on Twitter. Awesome show. Everybody stay safe out there. Wear your masks. Goodbye. Mwah. Grandma,
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
And
Deuces.
good night. Bang! Catch you next week, y'all.
Later.